This video is part 2 of a new series that I started on my channel where I review different things in my wardrobe. Last week was my vintage wardrobe collection and today is my luxury bag collection, which still includes some vintage bags. This one is my ABBA from Celine and I had no idea how much I was gonna love and wear this bag until I got it in my wardrobe. I'm not one to save things for special occasions regardless of the cost, and this was no exception. As soon as I got it home, I got it out of the bag and the next morning I took it to work. I love how light it is. It looks really small, and it is small, but it fits all of my essentials, including my pouch with my little things and my phone. I have iPhone 14 Pro. Very spacious for what I need, and it fits right underneath my arm, but also you can carry it in your hands. I love the golden detail all over the bag. I do prefer yellow gold over white gold just because I think it looks better on my skin complexion. It has the TRIOMPHE sign all over the bag, which you can tell what it is unless you know about the brand. I like the brown trim all around the bag to match the strap. And the base of the bag is black with, again, the golden logo detail. I don't typically bring my luxury bag to trips, especially if they are international, but this is the one that I always carry with me because it's such a compact, lightweight, and practical. It fits all of my essentials. It's one of the most affordable luxury bags. Don't get me wrong, still an investment. It is not a cheap bag by any means, but compared to other luxury brands, this one is one that's more affordable. I love the color, obviously. It goes with absolutely everything, and because of the style and design, it's something that elevates any outfit that you wear and pair it with. I don't like playing favorite, but this is one of my most favorite bags in my entire wardrobe. It is my Christian Dior. It is not quite vintage yet because it's not as old, but it is older. I got it from the Real, which is an authenticated vintage and second-hand retailer. I love, again, the size of this one. It's very small looking, but it is very spacious inside. I have my little pouch that I was talking about earlier where it holds all of my essentials, and then my wallet. I have earplugs. I still have all of my things here because I just wore it today and the day before, I wear this almost every day again to work, but also outside of work. And I love the details on it. It has, again, golden details. The only part that says, or that is like visible, is the brooch over here front. It says Dior, but very minimal still, and it has some Dior logo sign or on the design of the pattern of the bag, but again, very little and not as noticeable, which is how I prefer my things. The strap is thin, which it's okay. I don't mind it because it is a small bag, and so I can only put in so much, so it's not as heavy, so it's not gonna dig in so much on my shoulders. But in really good condition bag. I love the color. Obviously it's a neutral, it's like a brown base, and then it has this tan trim all over. I did, inside of the strap, I did little nuts to make it shorter because they were longer on me for my liking. I am petite, and so I don't like when the bag hits below my hips, but nothing that can damage the bag. This one is my biggest crossbody bag that I own. It is a vintage Bottega Veneta. I did get it from the Real also, and I love how spacious it is, yet it doesn't look as big. It looks much smaller than all it can hold. I put all my essentials up there, my little pouch, my cell phone, my wallet, and I'm still able to fit a lot of more, like my sunglasses case, which is a big one. It has an external pocket, which I really like that it has that, because you can just put your main things that you don't always like getting in and out. But then it has the external pocket big enough to hold your phone and other things because it is as big as the length of the bag. It has those golden details that I like. Because it is big and spacious and it holds a lot, it can get really heavy, and the strap is really thin, and so it can dig into your shoulder, and so I try not to put too many heavy things in them. This one also is very minimal without big visible logo. It has the double B sign in the middle of the bag, but it's very little, and it's the same color and material of the bag. And then it has also the double B on the small little charm that hangs from the zipper, but again, it's not like spelled out Bottega Veneta. I really like the simplicity of the bag, and it's one that I use when I want to pop up something on my plain or most neutral outfits. I'm so impressed of how well taken care of these bags are. They are over 20 years old and they look not even half of that. and so I only hope that I can continue to give it some life and take care of them so I can pass it along to family members, maybe a daughter of mine or granddaughter. This next bag, I don't have it with me physically because it is in my car, though I'm parked really close, but I feel like if I get up and get it, I'm gonna get sidetracked and I don't want to lose the rhythm of this video. I got it from the Real, and again, as soon as I saw it, just like the Dior one, I was so impressed with how well taken care of. It is a vintage one, and so it's over 20 years old. I was looking for a shoulder bag that wasn't as big. This is the perfect size. It holds so much, but this one also turns into a crossbody bag, which we love versatility. I haven't worn it obviously because I've been wanting to take it to get clean, and I haven't because I've been ill and I just haven't made the time to do so. The Dior, I was able to clean myself. I looked up how to DIY clean it yourself and I did it, but this Gucci one, it has this clothing material inside that I don't want to mess with, and so I want to take it to a professional, get it all nice and deep clean. A crossbody bag will always be my go-to. I love how easy it is to throw it on and be hands-free. It's practical, but also the strap adds to your outfit because it's across your outfit. But a shoulder bag is more elegant and elevated, and I was looking for one that it was in this tan color. I didn't have one. I love the size of it. Again, it looks smaller than all it can fit inside. I do have to say, when I first got it, I wasn't crazy about that black, almost head looking closure on the bag. I feel like it's a heavy contrast between the tan and then that black thing on it. But I don't know, I'm debating whether to have a professional remove it and put something else instead. I'm gonna ask a leather cleaner, but I also think that it might just defeat the purpose of having a vintage unique item. So I'm still thinking about it, but overall I do love the bag. I love the overall minimal and elevated style. It's a classic style. I cannot wait to have it clean so I can start wearing it. I don't typically baby my bags. Obviously I don't throw them anywhere because it costs money, one, and also sustainable reason. I love my bags and I don't want to have to ever replace them. But I do baby this one because obvious reason, it is my most expensive bag in my entire wardrobe, the oldest one, but also the history behind it. The whole thing is just, this is my absolute favorite bag, even though it's not the one that I wear the most, because again, I do baby it and I am careful to where I wear it to. And it is my vintage Diana Chanel. I call this bag my divorce bag because I got it when my divorce went through. It wasn't an impulse buy by any means because I've been wanting this bag long before then, but I always said that when I had the money and the chance to get it, I would get it. And so I decided to use some of the money that I would get from selling my engagement ring to get this bag, and so I got it. I love this bag. So I went to the mall because I was looking for a little crossbody and tried different ones, and then I tried this other one from a different brand, not this one. I put it on, same size, same style, and I loved it, but I knew I wanted to get a vintage, and so then came across this Diana and I kept scrolling. I kept waiting for to find a deal, to find obviously an authenticated one that I knew, I was sure that I was paying for the actual deal. And Diana is one of my most like icon celebrity of all times, and when I saw this one that it was named after her, I was like, this is it. Again, I love the golden detail. It has this black and golden chain, and then the iconic double C for the closure. Though the bag has already increased in value because it's one of the luxury brands that do that, I don't ever see myself getting rid of. Never say never, but for now I just don't see myself parting ways with it. It's such an iconic, not only the brand is iconic, but also the style of this bag, and it being 30 years old and being or looking like this is just, to me, it's mind-blowing. As with all of my bags, I don't just love them because they're luxury, but this one in particular, I love the style, the fit, the size, the pattern. I love how it fits me in my petite frame, and it's probably my most elevated bag that I have in my entire wardrobe. As you can tell, this will go with absolutely everything, and it's one that I can take to a wedding, to a party, well, again, depending on where the party's at, because again, I do baby it. Such a classic, an iconic bag, and again, I don't see myself ever getting rid of. I can't believe I almost forgot to talk about this bag. It's called the Croissant bag, and I think it looks just like one. I got it in Paris when I last visited. I have been eyeing it for a while. I even got a similar one from a different brand and not a luxury price, but after a while, I kept still wishing that I had the original Croissant one instead. And so I tell myself whenever I go to France, because I wanted to get it in France, then I will get it. I looked it up and I was walking distance from my hotel to the store, and so I walked there. I tried it on and it was an immediate yes. The bag comes in different colors and sizes. I tried a couple different ones, but ultimately I went for the small version in this dark brown color and texture. I thought the bigger one was too big for what I was looking for, and the other leather texture was too shiny for my liking. And lastly, I thought this was the most versatile and classic color for my wardrobe. The texture also hides any potential scratches and signs of wear, so before I even went to the store, I had an idea that this was the one I was gonna go for. I think again, compared to the other luxury brands, this one is in the lower price range. I love that there is now visible logos on the bag. The size is a size that I feel comfortable wearing for a day-to-day basis. It fits all of my essentials, and I like the look and comfort of the fit on me. I believe I paid 900 euros for this one before the VAT refund that you get when buying luxury abroad. Compared to the rest of the bag that I talked about in this video, this one is the most casual one. I think because of the style and the thick strap, which is also the factor that makes the bag more comfortable. I like to wear this bag more for practicality and comfort and when I'm trying to dress down an outfit. Despite of the simple, minimal, I still think it's a beautiful bag and I love wearing it. The only thing with this bag is that the strap is not adjustable, and so if you don't like the length of it on you, then there's not much you can do about it. Luckily, I do like how it fits on me, and so I have no issues with that. I love the structure, the shape, and the fit of this bag, and the details. It has this knot at the end of the strap, and then a thick, chunky material of the same leather of the bag at the end of the zipper, which I find it unique and fun. I don't consider this to be a luxury bag, but more like a mid-range, but I still wanted to include it in this video because at some point it was my most worn bag. I got rid of a lot of my bags and I started rebuilding my bag collection like last year, and ever since I started getting new ones, I put this one on the back burner, but it's still one of my most favorite bags. I love the shape of it. It has this Luna, I keep saying Luna, it's in Spanish, it's a moon shape, and it has this little strap that go around it, which I think they're very flattering. I like that it has an adjustable strap, so it comes with two straps. And I decided to go for, I think this is the longest one because it's adjustable, and so I didn't need to have the other strap when this one can come whatever length I want it to be. It has those golden details that I really like. The overall tone of the bag, it is a very like a hard leather, so it is difficult sometimes to get things in and out, but overall it holds all my essentials again, and I just love the minimal overall style of it. I did a whole review video on this bag, so I'm not going to talk a whole lot more about it. I'll link the video over here if you haven't watched it yet. It is one of my most watched videos on my channel, but overall I do like the style and details of this bag. I love the brand. I have this one and another one that's on my Poshmark for sale now because I just don't wear it, but the quality is immaculate and I love the overall simplicity of the bags. This one is also one that I'm not sure if it's considered to be a luxury bag. It's more like a mid-range price bags, though they are getting up there in price, I've noticed. But at some point this used to be my favorite brand for bags. I used to have many more of them in my wardrobe before I started rebuilding my bag collection, but it's a really good brand. I love the quality of the bags. It doesn't have a smooth leather material which can be easily scratched and noticeable. This one has more like a pattern texture to it, and I like that. It's such a nice little bag. It's the bucket bag. I got it no sale, but what is it called? They have outlets. If you are interested in the brand, they do have a Coach outlet, both online and you can find them also in person. And this one is one that I haven't decluttered because it fits so much, yet again doesn't look so big, but it has so much space. I can fit a book in there, my wallet, my sunglasses, my pouch with all my little things, and way more. But I try not to fill it up too heavy so it's not heavy on me, but you can fit a lot in this bag. Again, it has those golden details that I like, two big pockets on each side, and then the zipper, easy to closure. You can just easy open it and get your things in and out and then let it go and it just automatically closes. And overall a really nice quality bag that I don't also think I'm gonna declutter because it's just so practical. That was my luxury handbag collection. Let me know down below which one was your favorite one, and if you are thinking of getting any of these ones. I know most of them are vintage, and so you might not be able to find the same exact one, or you might, but I'm sure you can find similar ones in authenticated retailers like Shopify and the real. I'm sure there are tons of more, especially if you live outside of the country that has cheaper shipping and return, but these are only two that I'm familiar with, and my experience with them have been really good, and so I can only speak about them. But yeah, I'm thinking I have two more on my wish list that I want to get in secondhand. I hope that you like this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. It is the best way you can support my small channel, as well as subscribing if you haven't. Let me know if you have any questions down below, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.